The verdict is in on the North Andros voter planting hearing. North Andros Administrator Huntley Christie handed down his decision after a long day of submissions on Monday. Tonight, hear how the North Andros voters register has changed and the varied reactions to the pre-election hearing in this report from Shenique Miller.
Sweet for Dazzy, oh, for Dazzy, oh, so Dazzy, so Dazzy.
The North Andros voter planting case is over. At the end of it, some 5 people have been struck off the register in the North Andros and Berry Islands constituency.
We want young people to know we are not trying to disenfranchise anyone, and we are not trying to stop anyone from voting here. We simply want to get the message out that when you take an oath and when you swear to say, I have lived in this constituency for 3 months preceding the day that you have presented yourself to register, that you are indeed telling the truth. It also goes to the fact that you should tell the truth.
Candi Stubbs, an organizer in the F&M's North Andros constituency office, worked alongside Elma Campbell as a strategist in the hearings. She says the rulings are an achievement for the people of North Andros.
With 30 persons and 17 being removed, that is more than half of the persons who we were protesting, and it is a victory in that at least we are halfway there to the people of North Andros making a decision as to who their member of parliament will be, not people who will fly in here, vote, and be back in Nassau before the sun has set.
I guess that really proves that pursuit of the truth is never, never, ever a waste of time. I think that the reaction of the voting public is perhaps more important at this time, and my hope is that others who might be in similar situations may now determine for themselves what is the right and proper thing for them to do.
None of those 5 names, and this is where reporters need to be doing their jobs. Let them understand, and this is what your jobs come in, to understand, so the right message can go out there. These persons, first of all, had a connection with, and a continuous connection with this community. They feel that they had a right to register here.
Davis says the PLP too has a list it's suspicious of, in fact, about 70 people. But he says they won't make a move just yet.
Affect the results of the election, but you only know that at the end of the election, right? Why distract us now in this exercise when we should be preparing for the big day?
I would say to Mr. Davis, if you know of these 70 persons, do what we did. We found out that there were persons on the register who should not be there. We used the Parliamentary Elections Act, and we did what we had to do to remove them from the register. I don't know of anyone in that position who are on our side, but if you do what we did to get them off the register. Do the right thing.
The numbers are as follows. Of the list of 30, 5 of the 8 people represented by Davis and his team have had their names struck off the voters' register. 10 others were allowed to remain, while 15 withdrew during the hearing. You will remember that VF was among them. Presiding officer Huntley Christie ruled that he was not ordinarily resident in North Andros in the months leading up to his registering in the North Andros constituency on February 18, 2011. Davis says one can only conclude that Christie's judgment, regardless of which way it leaned, was influenced by Prime Minister Ingram, who spoke about VF from a political stage.
The Progressive Party had nothing to do with these persons being registered. You know, the comment made by, and this is now very political, the comment made by Mr. Desmond Bannister that the PLP operatives caused these persons to register. You would have seen it. You would have heard them. They were registered some time ago, and they came in and registered on their own.
I just want to say to the leader of the opposition, despite what you said at a mass rally, that the F&Ms were lying, and that those persons on the register were F&M, today we proved you wrong.
These hearings will continue in another week and a half as objectors have presented another list of about 10 people they feel do not belong on the North Andros register. In Nicholstown, North Andros, Shenique Miller, ZNS News.